All right, the latest coming in from Lok Sabha in the parliament is that 33 more opposition MPs have been suspended, and the latest report says that the MPs were suspended because they were continuously creating ruckus, demanding and showing placards, and were not allowing the House to function. The Speaker requested them to do so, but they did not listen to it. 33 MPs have been suspended. This is what BJP MP Rajendra Agrawal has to say on the recent suspension that is coming in. We would be shortly joined by guests on the show who would be sharing with us the merits, the drawbacks, and also the reasons behind this. Kapil Madan, political analyst, would be joining us, and PKD Nambiar should also be there in just a moment with us. This is what we are hearing as of now from the Lok Sabha, that 33 MPs, a total of 46 MPs have been suspended so far for creating ruckus after the parliament security breach, demanding uh, reply from the Home Minister Amit Shah. Prime Minister Modi also, while referring to it outside of the parliament, said that let's not debate but investigate that what happened uh, in the parliament, and this security breach too needs to be checked as to when and how this would be, investigated, and the results of probe should also be shared with the not just the parliament but also with the members and with the nation. So the demand as of now has been meted with opposition. The opposition members, needless to say, have been asking for explanation on this. And the ruling party, on the other hand, has been saying that Delhi police doing the due diligence, and arrests have been made. The case is also under scrutiny and probe. PKT Nambiar joins us on the broadcast. Mr. Nambiar, thank you so much for speaking to One India. A critical situation plays out in the parliament. On one hand, the opposition demanding a reply. On the other, the probe agency is still joining the dots, and information trickling in behind the motive of this parliament security breach. How do you see it, first of all? Secondly, 33 MPs today and 13 more last week, total 46 MPs. How does it augur for the parliamentary setup in the country?
See, there is no doubt, Pankaj, that the parliament security breach was a major concern for all of us, every Indian for that matter. But then we have a government, we have a Lok Sabha speaker who has assured, they have been taking care about every aspect of it. There is a detailed inquiry, multi-agency inquiries going on. I think it's time that it is not just on a BJP per se. Then it has to be every MP should think that it is an attack on India. It's an attack. Indian Parliament is attacked means it's an attack on India. So that means whether it is a treasury bench or the opposition bench, it applies to everybody. Now,
Right.
politicizing this to score a political point, I think the opposition is trying their level best to politicize, and but the media and even the overall the society at large are not buying this their propaganda. But I
Mhm.
am 33 people, and it's also one thing I wanted to be very clear that I have been from the last 10 years, ever since I start going to TV channels, I have maintaining this, that irrespective of the political party which is in the opposition, there is no right for anybody to uh, wash out or otherwise be physical, very rude or just sloganeering. There are many places for those things, and that parliament may not be the right place for that. Parliament is a place where you are being elected to go, debate, discuss, and pass laws which will work in the interest of the public. But
Right.
whereas what we see, and I was very surprised, Pankaj, that this time around it was a very smooth functioning of the parliament, maybe
Right.
because of the defeat of these three state for the Congress. But again, they got back to their real. So I
Mhm.
think that the decision taken by the speaker is in the
Right.
right spirit, so that at least at the end of the day, you are not here to spoil the money of you and mine, which we spent on functioning the parliament. It is also important that we need to trust somebody at the end of the day, and that is the speaker of the Lok Sabha. It is he who has already taken the responsibility of the parliament security breach, and he said that whomsoever has been behind this, either in the front or in the back, will be
Mhm.
brought to justice.
Will be brought to justice. Indeed, Mr. Nambia, that has been the statement from the government uh, since the beginning itself when it happened. But uh, if we hear what Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary had to say, the Congress MP in Lok Sabha, he says that the behavior with which the ruling party is speaking and responding and functioning in the Lok Sabha, it appears to be quote unquote dictatorial and also as if they are running their party office. From the opposition's point of view, obviously, their job and what they are supposed to do and what they would do is to oppose what the government says as of now. Do you think they are jumping the gun here and not being patient?
So this has been the statement not from today. It has been the same when they have been trying to. It's a dictatorial regime,
Hmm.
and they don't listen to the opposition and etc. But whenever the government try to pull them in, they will always try to walk out. So I think, as you said rightly, that it is the job of the opposition to criticize the government. But the problem is that you criticize the government on their policies, you criticize the government on their actions. But here we don't see that criticism either in the parliament or even in the outside the parliament in the similar spirit.
Hmm.
Whereas what they do is that the only mantra is that to let the parliament should not be function. That is the mantra which opposition parties are running, either my way or highway. So that attitude, of course, they are losing their respect not only in the parliament, also amongst the public at large.
Mhm.
I think it's the time for them to have their own classes, that how to behave, how to debate, how to articulate whatever their point of view. And
Mhm.
in fact,
Mhm.
this
Right.
kind of opposition is in the interest of the country. But unfortunately, they wanted to have this kind of a disruption is the new role model for them to run.
Right. Indeed. Also, Mr. Nambiar, this particular security breach of the parliament has now created a lot of stir. A lot of questions have been asked also. And as a responsible government, definitely one cannot jump the gun and the thorough probe needs to be there. But generally speaking, I mean, if we have to look at it from a bigger point of view, that as far as the security of the complex is concerned, as far as the security of our parliamentarians are concerned, do you believe that there is some lesson to be taken from this incident?
Absolutely, absolutely. I started by saying that the parliament
Mhm.
breach is unacceptable, and our security agencies need to be double sure. And of course, we are a growing power. There are enemies within, and also from outside. So, if we are
Mhm.
not able to protect the parliament, which is the temple of our democracy, then there is
Mhm.
a major challenge. So that is not acceptable by any means. But does that mean that yes, there was an incident, which unfortunate incident took place? Now,
Mhm.
this is the time that everybody, whether it is an opposition or the government, everybody comes together and stand with the concept of India's democracy. And I haven't heard too much from the opposition parties criticizing these people and the thought process behind
Mhm.
those who have attacked the parliament, whereas they are
Right.
only attacking the security breach. And security breach happened. That is a reality. Government has agreed. Even the Lok
Mhm.
Sabha speaker said that yes, we need to relook at the way we function, our security functions do take place. So
Right.
I will not blame the government, but yes, I will definitely blame the security agencies.
Mhm.
Whatsoever, from the top to bottom, they need to be answerable. And I am told to believe that there is a impartial inquiry which is taking place. and that too multi-agency inquiry, and there will be a result which will come soon, and that will be placed in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha.
Right. Also, Mr. Nambiar, Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, while addressing the House and during the ruckus also, he time and again said that the internal security of the House falls under the purview of the Secretariat, and the government cannot intervene in these responsibilities. Could you please help us elaborate in this aspect of the parliamentary democratic setup, that Parliament's function also has its own governing body? So, to demand an answer without knowing what the Delhi police or probing agencies have to say, how legitimate is that?
So, well, I think the answer is there in your question alone, that the Lok Sabha Speaker is the custodian of Parliament, and he is
Mhm.
the overall the big boss of the Parliament functioning. And
Mhm.
he took the responsibility that it is not the government which is responsible; it is the Lok Sabha
Mhm.
Secretary which is responsible both for the functioning of the Parliament and also for the security. And
Right.
they have agreed to look around, work around, and whatever is the learning from this particular incident will be
Mhm.
implemented in full force immediately. So I think
Mhm.
the opposition is asking for Amit Shah to come and speak on it, or the Prime Minister to come and speak on this, may not be may not really
Mhm.
require in this case, because as the speaker took the responsibility and said that I am the in charge, I am in the in
Right.
charge, I am in the command, then you don't have to talk about the government.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So in that regard, that's why, when Prime Minister Modi said that let's not debate, let's investigate. Now, this is something that has to be looked at in the bigger form itself. Do you believe that somewhere down the line it also happens that whatever, for that matter, happens in the country as of now, good or bad, the Prime Minister, the government, as of now is directly being seen as the responsible force behind that. If that's a positive development, people say that yes, Modi government has done it. If it's a negative development, once again, people are equally quick to jump on the gun saying the government is responsible for it.
Alright, come on. I think, do you think, I would always request all of those people to grow up. Uh,
Hmm.
this is not, the government will be responsible. You can't just throw the responsibility on somebody or the other. Yes, it is the
Hmm.
duty of the security forces, and here there is something definitely bad happened. But
Hmm.
then let's not politicize that. So
Right.
maybe at least wait till if the inquiry report is not coming on time, if there is no
Hmm.
good inquiry is not happening. Of course, the opposition's job to ensure that the government is being asked the questions. But
Hmm.
do you think at this stage, where it happened just few days ago, there is a thorough inquiry, there are people have been questioned. I
Hmm.
six people have been arrested, and they will have to get into the root of it. So let's
Right.
wait that time. But rather than disrupting the parliament and creating a chaos, that is
Hmm.
where the problem is.
That's not the way out. Mr. Nambiar, thank you so much for speaking to us. Your inputs and your value additions are always welcome here on One India.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. So there you heard it, Mr. PKD Nambiar, a noted political analyst, analyzing and giving his views on the suspension of 33 MLAs, 33 MPs, I beg your pardon, from the Lok Sabha. They are mostly opposition MPs, all of them, and mostly from Congress, TMC, and DMK. And now we also have response coming in from the Parliament. BSP MP Ritesh Pandey is saying that for the proceedings of the House, all the members must participate in it. I think that this suspension is between two parties because of their stubbornness. The
हम भी अब
opposition
यह
parties are
प्रस्ताव
trying to
करें कि
get
विधेयक
those
को पारित
suspended
किया
members
जाए।
back. The ruling side is trying to get to do its work and trying to run the house. Our stance is that we have to present the issue related to the Bahujan Samaj, who is suspended and who is not, what the government is doing, what is not, is between them. And this is the BJP, BSP's Ritesh Pandey saying that. Let's listen in also to more sound bites that have come in from the parliament on this matter.
Bills for consideration and passing. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Second Amendment Bill 2023 and the Government of Union Territories Amendment Bill 2023 to be discussed together. Shri Nityanand Rai to move the motion for consideration of the following bills as passed by Lok Sabha. The Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Second Amendment Bill 2023 and the Government of Union Territories Amendment Bill 2023. Honorable Minister.
महोदय, मैं प्रस्ताव करता हूं कि जम्मू कश्मीर पुनर्गठन अधिनियम 2019 का और संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक पर लोकसभा द्वारा पारित रूप में विचार किया जाए और कि संघ राज्य क्षेत्र शासन अधिनियम 1963 का और संशोधन करने वाले विधेयक पर लोकसभा द्वारा पारित रूप में विचार किया जाए। महोदय, यह महिलाओं के अधिकार सम्मान का अवसर का विधेयक है, इसलिए हम माननीय सभी सदस्यों से अनुरोध करते हैं कि महिलाओं के हित में इस विधेयक को सर्वसम्मति से पारित किया जाए।
Honorable members, it is very painful when it comes to half of women.
DMK MP T.R. Balu says today 33 Lok Sabha MPs have been suspended. The House has to be run peacefully, but it depends on the behavior of the ruling party. Nothing like this has happened in the history of the Indian Parliament. The government's response is very poor. T.R. Balu there from DMK. DMK. Remember, DMK also has been raising the question on whether the government would respond or not. This is something that has come up as one of the issues that the ruling government has been blamed for not attending to it. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary saying that all leaders, including me, have been suspended. We have been demanding for days to reinstate our MPs who were suspended earlier, and that the Home Minister come to the House and give a statement. This is what Leader of Congress in Lok Sabha, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, had to say. This is a situation which is fast turning the session, the winter session, as the session of suspension of the this winter session particularly, where we saw 13 MPs suspended earlier last week, and now 33 of them once again. This is something which has been witnessing in the parliament, has been witnessed in the parliament for long enough now, since the attack happened on Thursday, on Wednesday itself, I beg your pardon, 13th of December. It was the 22nd anniversary of the parliamentary attack, and then the security was breached once again with individuals jumping into the well of the house with gas canisters and releasing smoke inside the parliament, and also two or three of them being apprehended from outside. Delhi police cracked the whip and got hold of the people involved in this particular act, and have been slapped with UAPA. Now, this is pretty interesting here that the Parliament Secretariat is responsible for the security of the Parliament, and it is also conducting a probe on its part. Delhi Police has been, as of now, has just released the details of those who have been apprehended, but a thorough detail is still awaited from the Delhi Police on what actually transpired, what was the motive, how it was all planned, and who all were involved in it. That is something which will give us the clear picture, the bigger picture as of now. But the news coming in from the parliament, 33 opposition MPs, including Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, suspended from Lok Sabha for disrupting the proceedings. And it's the 15th day of parliament winter session, and the suspension duration varies, with 30 members being suspended for the remainder of the winter session, while 3 members face suspension pending the report of the privileged committee. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, he seemed to be quite disgruntled and saying that the ruling party behaves as if it's a party office and the behavior is dictatorial. All right, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee has also spoken to it about it, and very soon we'll be playing out the soundbite of Mamata Banerjee, where she is talking about the suspension. And she has been a vocal critique as far as the moves of the government is concerned. Mamata Banerjee says it is not that collectively they have to suspend everybody. If they think that the House is supreme, why are they afraid? If they suspend all the members, how will they raise their voice? They are passing 3 important bills. There is a system in democracy. Who will raise the voice of the people? The voices of the people have been choked. Let them suspend the House first. They have no moral right to run this House, to suspend the opposition fully. They will run a mockery, nothing else. Mamata Banerjee there in her traditional firebrand approach is basically telling the government that this is now not how the House should function. And needless to say, we have seen acrimony in the parliament, but of this sort definitely is something which is unprecedented in the parliament. 33 MPs today of the opposition party, and then 13 in the last week. Clearly shows that either one has to blink, either the opposition needs to give the ruling dispensation time or hold on to their horses, or for that matter, put their views and their opposition in a manner which is not unbecoming of the rules of the parliament, not unbecoming of an honorable member of the parliament. On the other hand, the government can also placate the members by saying that this is what they plan to do. They are also waiting for the probe agencies, and the parliament secretariat too is something that is responsible for the security and the upkeep of the parliament. So this is the latest that we are hearing as of now from the parliament itself. The names, the list of the suspended members has also been there. A total of 33 opposition members, including Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, T.R. Balu, and Dayanidhi Maran from the DMK, and Savita Roy from the TMC, have been suspended from the Lok Sabha for disrupting the proceedings of the House. The suspension duration varied, with 30 members being suspended from the parliament for the remainder of the winter session, while 3 members have faced suspension pending to the report of the Privileges Committee. They are K. Jayakumar, Vijay Vasant, and Abdul Khalik. They had climbed on the speaker's podium to raise slogans after being named by the chair. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi moved a motion regarding the suspension, and it was adopted by a voice vote. The House has been adjourned for the day. Rajya Sabha, meanwhile, has passed the J&K Reorganization Second Amendment Bill 2023 and Government of Union Territories Amendment Bill amid uproar by the opposition MPs over the Lok Sabha security breach that happened on the 22nd anniversary of the parliament attack that happened in 2021. And this is also important to note here that when it comes to the overall functioning of the parliament and the security aspect of it, it is imperative that it cannot be taken lightly. Let's listen into some more reactions that have been coming from the parliament.
नेता सस्पेंड, हाँ मैं भी सस्पेंड हो चुके हैं। सुबह से और कई दिनों से हमारा मांग बड़ा सीधे मांग कि एक तो ये कि हमारे जितने एमपीज को निलंबित किए गए उनको बहाली
5 बजे इसने 5 बजे
हो और सदन में आकर
गेस्ट
हमारे गृह मंत्री एक बयान दे। जो बयान सदन की बाहर रोजाना देते हैं, टीवी की सामने बैठ के सारे देशवासियों की सुनाते हैं, उसमें से कुछ सदन के अंदर आकर वो कहे और हमारे सबको और देशवासियों को अवगत कराएं कि अगले तारीख में सदन के और इसके साथ साथ देश की सुरक्षा के लिए सरकार क्या क्या कदम उठा रहे हैं। बीच में मैं ये भी सलाह दिए थे कि राजनाथ सिंह जी डिप्टी लीडर है सदन की, अगर हो सके सारा विपक्ष नेताओं को बुला के आम सहमति बना के ये सदन चलाने की कोशिश करे। सदन चलाना सरकार की फर्ज बनते हैं और सदन चलाते समय लोकतंत्र के मुताबिक विपक्ष को साथ में रखना जरूरी होते हैं। विपक्ष को कॉन्फिडेंस में लेते हुए सदन चलाना हम लोग वाजिब समझते हैं और ये शोभनीय भी है। लेकिन आज की सरकार तानाशाही की चरम शिखर पर पहुंच गए हैं। उनके पास बहुमत है और बहुमत की साथ साथ बाहुबली की डंडा घुमा रहे हैं और सारे सदन को जैसे कि अपने पार्टी ऑफिस के मुताबिक चलाना चाहते हैं। सदन आरएसएस और बीजेपी के तो पार्टी ऑफिस नहीं बन सकते, तो इसलिए चर्चा करने के लिए मुखर थे हम लोग। और आप लोग शायद ये देखे होंगे कि जिस दिन से सदन की शुरुआत हुई, पहले दिनों से, एकदम पहले दिन से हमारी तरफ से बिल्कुल और भरसक मदद हम लोग किए हैं ये सरकार को, साथ साथ सदन चलाने को। आप अगर उत्पादकता की हैसियत से देखें तो 13 दिसंबर के पहले सदन में उत्पादकता कितना था, आप खुद इसका जायजा ले सकते हैं। लेकिन यहाँ लगता है कि टीवी में बोलना, बाहर बोलना, ये सरकार को और सत्तारूढ़ पार्टी के लोगों को, चाहे वो पीएम हो, एचएम हो, जो भी हो, उनको आसान लगते हैं, सहज लगते हैं, लेकिन सदन में आकर खड़े होकर कुछ बोलने में वो डरते हैं। इसलिए उनको ये लगा कि बहुमत की बाहुबली को डंडा घुमा के सबको ठंडा कर देंगे, विपक्ष की जुबान को बंद कर देंगे। तो इसलिए वो ये करके दिखाया। वो गिनती में आते नहीं, बहुत सारे, सभी मान लो कि विपक्ष में और कुछ बचे हुए मुझे लगता नहीं। कम से कम सारे लीडर जो हैं, सबको, सारे जो लीडर है, मैं भी सारे लीडरों जो है विपक्ष की पार्टी की, सबको सस्पेंड कर दिए हैं।
सर, प्रिविलेज कमेटी को भी
वो तीनों के लिए जो मतलब वो पीठासीन के नजदीक चले गए, तो तीनों के लिए, हम सब के लिए नहीं, तीनों के लिए। वो
जब पुराना बिल्डिंग से नया पार्लियामेंट बिल्डिंग जब गए हैं, जो भी संसदीय पार्टी के बैठक में सभी पार्टी के लीडर्स ने बोले इस नया बिल्डिंग में हम प्ले कार्ड्स डिस्प्ले नहीं करेंगे और इन डिस्प्ले नहीं करेंगे, वेल के अंदर नहीं जाएंगे। अगर प्रोटेस्ट करना है तो अपना अपना स्थानों में खड़ा होकर प्रोटेस्ट करेंगे, ऐसा सभी लोग सहमति हुआ है, सभी लोगों का निर्णय हुआ है। मगर वो सहमति को वायलेट करते हुए आज फिर लगातार इस सेशन में, इससे पहले सेशन में भी जो पुराने आदत, विपक्षों का पुराने आदत है, वही आदत से फिर सेशन को होने नहीं देना, उसको और प्ले कार्ड्स प्ले करना, स्पीकर के ऊपर प्ले कार्ड्स फाड़कर पेपर्स फेंकना। आज तो स्पीकर के चेयर के बाजू तक ऊपर, स्टेज के ऊपर जाकर पहली बार नया बिल्डिंग में ऐसा अनडिसेंट व्यवहार आज विपक्ष ने किया है। इसलिए बार बार स्पीकर ने फ्लोर लीडर्स मीटिंग, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी का फ्लोर लीडर्स मीटिंग्स में भी किया है, बात किया है, और चेयर से भी बार बार आदेश दिया है, बार बार रिक्वेस्ट भी किया है। अगली व्यवहार नहीं करना चाहिए और वेल के अंदर नहीं आना चाहिए, प्ले कार्ड्स अंदर नहीं ले आना चाहिए। मगर बार बार, क्योंकि आज जो विपक्ष है इनसिक्योरिटी में है, आने वाले चुनाव में इनसिक्योरिटी के कारण आने वाले चुनाव में फिर इस संसद में आते नहीं आते, क्योंकि उनके पास कोई एजेंडा नहीं है। नरेंद्र मोदी जी सरकार के खिलाफ, बीजेपी सरकार के खिलाफ उनके पास कोई एजेंडा नहीं है, कोई इश्यू भी नहीं है, मगर बगैर इश्यू को लाकर जानबूझकर इस सेशन को चलने नहीं देना, उसको रोकना, उसको अनडेमोक्रेटिक सिस्टम से वातावरण क्रिएट करना, ये बहुत लोग, जनता भी कोई सहमत नहीं है। स्पीकर बहुत आक्रोश था, स्पीकर ने तय किया है इनको सस्पेंड करना चाहिए, हम समर्थन किया, इतना ही है।
देखिए, देश आज साफ साफ देख रहा है कि पार्लियामेंट के अंदर कैसे बुलडोजर चलाया जा रहा है। ये कुछ नहीं है, ये विरोधियों को रोंगने का ये एक प्रक्रिया है, विरोधियों को कुचलने का एक प्रक्रिया है, और सिर्फ अमित शाह जी को उनके विफलताओं को बचाने के लिए एक बुलडोजर चला रहे हैं विपक्ष पर, जनप्रतिनिधियों पर और जनता के अधिकारों पर। वो मूल अधिकार, जो सवाल उठाने का जो मूल अधिकार है, संविधान की जो मूल अधिकार है, उन अधिकारों पर आज रोंगने का काम भाजपा कर रही है।
तो किस तरीके से चलेगी संसद पे? 40 से ज्यादा
संसद चलाने के उद्देश्य से वो सत्ता में नहीं आए हैं। सदन को भंग करने के, पार्लियामेंट प्रक्रिया को भंग करने के लिए, संविधान और लोकतंत्र को तोड़ने के उद्देश्य से आए हैं। सदन चलाने की मंशा उनकी नहीं है। वो आज सत्ता में आए।
देखो, हमने क्या मांगा था, जो 13 तारीख को जो सिक्योरिटी ब्रीच हुआ, सरकार से उसका ही जवाब मांगा था। आज तक सदन में चर्चा नहीं हुआ, गृह मंत्री जी सदन में नहीं आया, प्रधानमंत्री जी सदन में नहीं आया। हमने सिर्फ 4 के पास जाके पूछा कब गृह मंत्री जी सदन में आएगा। हमने सिर्फ सरकार से यही जवाब मांगा, हमारा सिक्योरिटी, संसदों का सिक्योरिटी, देश कब सुरक्षित होगा, संसद कब सुरक्षित होगा। ये सवाल मांगने से, ये प्रश्न मांगने से ये लोग हमें सस्पेंड किया। अरे अभी तक रमेश बिदुरी का खिलाफ कुछ नहीं किया, अभी तक प्रताप सिम्हा जिन्होंने पास इशू किया उनका खिलाफ कुछ नहीं किया। हमने जवाब मांगा, हमको सस्पेंड कर दिया। ये तो लोकतंत्र के हत्या है और कुछ नहीं है।
सर, अब आगे आप लोगों का क्या रहेगा?
हम हमारे
45 से ज्यादा सांसद,
हम हमारे आवाज उठाते रहेंगे सरकार की तानाशाही के खिलाफ। लोकतंत्र के लिए हम लोग अपना आवाज सड़क में उठाते रहेंगे।
आप लोगों को प्रिविलेज, आप लोगों का मामला प्रिविलेज कमेटी को भेजा गया, क्या
जब प्रिविलेज में बुलाएगा तब हम कहेंगे, लेकिन इनका तो मेजोरिटी है, कुछ भी कर दे सकता है। लेकिन हमने हमारे बात उठाते रहेंगे, हमारे आवाज उठाते रहेंगे।
ऐसी तानाशाही नहीं चलेगी, ना देश को कबूल है। प्रजातंत्र पे चल रहा है, जनता के भरोसे पे इनको ये जो मैंडेट मिला है वो मिला है। मैंडेट इसलिए मिला क्योंकि आपने राष्ट्रीय सुरक्षा को एक अहम मुद्दा माना। आज सबसे सुरक्षित जो इमारत है उसके ऊपर हमला होता है और देश के ना प्रधानमंत्री बोलेंगे ना गृह मंत्री बोलेंगे, और हम अगर आपसे ये मांग करेंगे आप हमको सदन से बर्खास्त करेंगे, ये किसी को भी कबूल नहीं है और इसकी लड़ाई हम लड़ते रहेंगे। मैं आपसे एक ही चीज पूछना चाहती हूँ, 22 साल पहले जब आतंकी हमला हुआ था उनकी इतनी हिमाकत नहीं हुई थी कि अंदर आ जाएं, क्योंकि 13 लोगों ने अपनी शहादत दी थी। उस समय पे देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने आकर राज्यसभा में जवाब दिया था और जिम्मेदारी ली थी। देश की जनता ने आपको ये जिम्मेदारी नहीं दी है कि आप न्यूज़पेपर चैनल में जाकर इंटरव्यू दे, न्यूज़पेपर को जाकर इंटरव्यू दे या एक न्यूज़ चैनल में इंटरव्यू दे। आप जानते हैं कि कोई भी जो भी मीडिया वाले हैं, मीडिया कर्मी आपसे क्रॉस क्वेश्चन नहीं करेगा, इसलिए आप पार्लियामेंट में आकर जवाब नहीं दे रहे हैं। जिम्मेदारी आपकी यहाँ पे आकर बनती है, और अगर हम ये मांग कर रहे हैं इसके लिए हमें बर्खास्त करना, तो ये हम कहेंगे कि हमारा बैज ऑफ ऑनर है।
नहीं, वजह तो हंगामा ही थी। वो निरंतर हंगामा कर रहे थे। माननीय स्पीकर महोदय उनको अनुरोध कर रहे थे। 11 बजे जब हाउस असेंबल हुआ, उन्होंने अनुरोध किया, बहुत आग्रहपूर्वक अनुरोध किया, उनको याद दिलाया कि हम लोग ये तय कर चुके हैं, बैठक में तय कर चुके हैं कि इस प्रकार का हंगामा नहीं करेंगे, तख्तियां लेकर के नहीं आएंगे, परंतु आप ला रहे हो, मर्यादा तोड़ रहे हो, आप कृपया करके ऐसा मत करो, अपने स्थान पर जाओ, क्वेश्चन आवर चलने दो। यानी इस प्रकार की लंबी एक प्रार्थना अनुरोध स्पीकर साहब ने किया, उन्होंने माना नहीं। आखिर क्वेश्चन आवर नहीं चला। 12 बजे भी यही हुआ, पेपर लिंक होती रही, लेकिन वो हंगामा करते रहे। आखिर फिर हाउस स्थगित करना पड़ा। 2 बजे भी ये सिलसिला चलता रहा, तो मजबूरन फिर जो लोग प्लेकार्ड लेकर के हंगामा कर रहे थे, मर्यादा भंग कर रहे थे, उनको नेमिंग उनकी हुई, और फिर संसदीय कार्य मंत्री प्रस्ताव लाए और सदन ने उनको निलंबित कर दिया।
कुल कितने लोगों को निलंबित?
33
लोगों को। लेकिन ये बताइए, संसद कैसे अब चल पाएगा, क्योंकि कुछ ही दिन रह गए, कुछ महत्वपूर्ण बिल भी पास हो, तो इसमें चर्चा भी होनी है, पास भी होनी है, कैसे चलेगा? विपक्ष अपनी मांग पे लगातार ये है कि अमित शाह जी को बोलना है, आज भी प्लेकार्ड लेकर बाहर भी बैठे हुए थे वो लोग, कैसे चल पाएगा?
नहीं, सदन के अंदर फिर अनुरोध करेंगे और कोई रास्ता निकालेंगे। अब जैसे ये व्यवस्था होती है कि बिना चर्चा के बिल पास करना पड़े, अब देखेंगे, ये तो सदन ही तय करेगा कि कैसे क्या होगा। इसके संबंध में तो जब कल हाउस चलेगा, मुझे उम्मीद है कि शायद सहयोग मिल जाए, तो हमको इसी आशा के साथ हम कल फिर सदन के अंदर जाएंगे। अभी उसके बारे में कुछ कहना जी।
छोटी संख्या नहीं है, पहले 13 लोकसभा एमपी, आज 33, लगातार सारे ही, तो लगभग काफी संख्या जो है वो बढ़ती ही चली जा रही है।
हाँ, तो ये इस कारण से है कि उतनी बड़ी संख्या में लोग मर्यादा को तोड़ रहे हैं। उनके जो नेता है उनको समझाना चाहिए, परंतु जो नेता ही अनुशासनहीनता के दायरे में आ रहे हो तो जरा कठिन।
33 opposition party members were suspended because we demanded for a Home Minister Amit Shah's statement in Lok Sabha. The recent incidents in Lok Sabha, it's a very serious issue. Not only it is come under speaker authority. It's a national security issue. That's why the Home Minister came to Lok Sabha and make a statement about the security lapses in Parliament. But the government is not ready to that. But we shouted a slogan against the government attitude. Then the day from yesterday, last week, 13 opposition party members were suspended. Today we demanded to revoking the suspended members, and also Home Minister Amit Shah come to Lok Sabha and make a statement about the incident, because the BJP MP has issued a pass. That pass brought these 2 youngsters came to gallery. After that, jumped to chamber and they spread the yellow smoke. So this is a serious security lapse. So that's why we are demanding government statement from government side. Honorable Home Minister Amit Shah came to Lok Sabha and make a statement regarding this incident. But government is not ready to that. And Amit Shah never come to Lok Sabha. Even Prime Minister also not come to Lok Sabha. That's why today also we raised this matter. But we brought a placard and shouting slogan. Only this was done in the unfortunately, government is not ready to discuss with this matter in the House, and also Home Minister is not ready to come to the House and make a statement. They are going to suspend that all the opposition members. Today is 33 members suspended, including party leaders, Congress party leader, J&K party leader, T.R. Balu, TMC leader, Deep Mukherjee, and Deputy Governor Gogoi, Chief Whip myself, including they are suspended 33 MPs. So they don't want to opposition members in Lok Sabha. Without opposition members in Lok Sabha, they have to pass a very important legislation like Indian Criminal Code and also CRPC and also Evidence Act. They want to pass without opposition. That's why they are doing like this. So we are continuously, our protest is tomorrow, whenever House will be signed.
for any bad cause, they can do. But it is not that collectively they have to suspend everybody. Then House to be suspended? What they think that House is supreme? Then if House is supreme, then why they are so afraid? If they have the majority of members, they are passing all the bill by voice vote. And if they suspend all the members, how they can raise their voice? 3 important bills they are passing. Even the law bill also. It's very important criminal law bill. We all said that date that new government comes, election is left out only for 3 months, 4 months. Why they will take a decision right now? Even new government can review all this. There is a system in democracy. Who will work with them? Who will raise the voice of the people? You tell me. Totally the voice of the people is being totally stopped, choked. Let them suspend the House first. They have no moral ground to run this House. To expel all the, suspend or expel the opposition fully. How they will run the